Truthfully, Your Honor, this is all because I'm a powerful woman and because I'm blonde. Don't roll your eyes, George. See, blondism is the last socially acceptable ism in America. And if you don't believe me, Your Honor, I can call up my friend Ann Coulter. She's an expert. She's actually the one who introduced George and I. George, you see, saw a piece about me in a society magazine and asked Anne to set us up. He wasn't exactly my type at the time. You know, tall, Nordic, Aryan, that kind of thing. But he did still have some things going for him. He was smart, rich. I knew the truth about the Clintons. Well, that first date, we spent hours at Anne's non-elitist chateau in the Hamptons, and we talked about the decay of American values, the attack on Christianity, ways to knock off Ruth Bader Ginsburg. It was love, Your Honor. True love, true Catholic love, the kind of love that's never supposed to end. And yet, here we are, having a custody battle, which shouldn't even be a battle because I'm the mother. I am the mother. Now, George, Your Honor, we have 4 children. And George, how many of those children did you birth? That's right, none. I birthed 4, Your Honor. 4 children, 2 of whom were twins. Now, do I look like the type of woman who can grow 2 twins in her body and not gain a single pound? That's right. I haven't gained a single pound in 20 years. Do you know how hard it is to not eat kale in public places because it's considered racist against conservatives? It's very hard. Now, clearly, my husband does not have that kind of self-control. Now, I want to say it's no secret that things have not been easy at the Conway house. But my husband is actually the one who introduced me to Donald. At the time, we were living at the Trump Tower in Manhattan, liberal Manhattan. You have to stay close to your enemies, truly. Well, some of the residents, they wanted to remove Trump's name from the building. And George actually stood up for Donald. And in return, Donald, as a way to thank George, in a totally non-crony, very ethically, morally, non-financially corrupt way, offered George a seat on the condo board. Well, George didn't want to take it, so I took it because I've always been more ambitious than my husband. I am the first woman to run and win a presidential campaign. I am a fucking rock star, Your Honor. I am the Virgin Mary. I birthed a god. I did it solo, and I did it in a manger. And a lot of people like to forget that. So I just want to say I'm supposed to give up everything. I'm supposed to give up everything I've worked for, everything I've achieved, just for the happiness of my husband. I have 3 daughters. What kind of message does that send? Anyway. Oh, it's a kimono because I'm a quarter Japanese. Just kidding. I'm not. Oh, did that offend you, George? See, that kind of thing used to be our foreplay, Your Honor. Nothing turned George on like a little political incorrectness. Actually, 2 of our children were conceived role-playing Rush Limbaugh and the liberal snowflake whose feelings were just so hurt she had to take all her clothes off. But now, George is offended by my kimono. So I may ask you, what has changed, Your Honor? It's not me. I'm still the exact same person I'm still the exact same person I was when Ann Coulter introduced us. The only thing that is different now, the only thing that has changed is now I am a success. And George, he can't take it. So he goes on Twitter and he attacks my boss, our president. Is that respectful towards your wife? And you can only imagine how things are at home. Just last week, I caught him tucking in our youngest, whispering, "Mommy's a duplicitous, fear-mongering, fame-hungry blonde monster trying to destroy everything America stands for." Sweet dreams. It's no wonder the children are turning against me. I have tried to remain faithful to the vows I took, but I will no longer be punished for the powerful, blonde person I am, for the powerful, blonde vagina that I own. After all, whether they want to admit it or not, I am a role model for women everywhere. I am the badass bitch who got the least electable man in the entire world into the Oval Office. And I did it with a smile on my face and honey in my voice. And that is why, Your Honor, I deserve the full and total custody of the American people. The American children. The children. My children. Because after all, Your Honor, the children are our future, and the future is female.